Where do we start from? From this presentation, on this journey of this flight, where do we start from? If I'm too fast, let me know. All I'm trying to do is to beat the time that we have lost before and move at a very faster rate with respect to this flight. I'm on 35,000 feet above sea level and the weather is clear. Where do we start from? What is work-life balance? You can see the life of people, you can see the work of people on the balance, and people are moving as if they are dancing. People are confused, people cannot make it real, people are having challenges, and because the work and the life is not balanced, people attend to they are going to fall down, and when they fall, it's falling to ill health. And falling to ill health will lead to a lot of challenges on the people. They become not productive. Sometimes when people have their work and life not balanced, it leads into stress, and when it gets to stress, this leads to anger. People become very angry. We now start to transfer aggression. When people work and life are not balanced, it leads to what we call depression, and people become unhappy. We now have what we call blowout and burnt out, and people will now start saying, "What am I going to work when they wake up in the morning?" All these are occupational health issues that affect every organizations, that affect every people some of us have worked with. But they always have a solution. Does that mean work-life balance is for us to time ourselves 12 hours to work, 12 hours to play? Is that what it means? Remember the point we used to recite when we are very young: work while you work, play while you play, to be useful and happy. This is the way. So what is work-life balance all about? Is it to go to gym? Is it to go to swimming pool? Is it to go to club? Is it to go to where you are going to see beaches and everywhere? Is that work-life balance? The truth of the matter is, it is a part. Our life is so wide. Our life consists of a lot of things. Our health is part of our life. Our life consists of even our spiritual well-being. The way we come to Micah today for presentation is a spiritual part of our life, and it's also very critical. Our life also involves the way we eat. Our lifestyle involves everything we do. Then the work is not where we go. Work is what we do. I remember I had KK Kubura speaking about remote working. Yes, if you work from home, that is work. It doesn't mean the mentality of going to office is when it is work. Work is not where you go. Work is what you do. So therefore, a lot of people have misunderstood what is called work-life balance. They thought it's a balance that's going to have a weight. You measure your hours of work, measure your hours of life. There is no golden ratio to work-life balance. The most important thing is you determine, you know, you find out, you develop what is going to be enough for you, for your personal life, and what's enough for you, for your work. Work is usually fixed, maybe 8 to 5. For example, you know how many hours for you within the year, within the month, within the week, within the day, for you to also add value to yourself. And that is why if you look at the way we pray 5 times daily. You go, leave your workspace, you stand up. That's economic issues. You don't affect yourself with a lot of blood circulation. You stand up and go for prayer. While you are praying, you are standing up, raising your hand, bending yourself, go to sujood, come down. What you are doing is economics you may not know. Scientifically, Almighty Allah, the Father of all the science, the owner of the world, the omnipotent and the omnipresent, has given us this. But most of us don't know. When you do your prayers within the timeline that you should do your prayer, you see for every minute that you are doing your prayer, you are adding value to yourself in terms of economics, in terms of blood flow, in terms of even balancing your work in the office. Because sometimes when you look at screen for so long, you start having eye strain, and this will affect your eyes. But at that point in time, the 20-20-20 principles is even being applied by going to mosque to pray and come back to be on your seat. So you look at what will bring happiness to you, and that is the time you are going to give yourself to be your work-life balance. And please take note, work-life balance has to be a state where you enjoy the values from both home life and work life. You enjoy the values of being at home, values of working, and everyone will not sacrifice the home for the work for the lifestyle. And that is why you balance your family, you balance your future, you balance your career with the work you are doing. And this is what is called work-life balance. In short, work-life balance is about you as a person to prioritize your work. That's your career and ambition and your lifestyle. That is your health, your pleasure, your leisure, your family, and your spiritual development. Coming to Micah is part of your spiritual development. You balance everything together with your career and ambition, which represent your work, because your lifestyle is very critical. Your health is very important. It is he that has health that is healthy, that can talk of adding value to an organization. It is he that is happy, that smiles, that can make customer to appreciate your company. Because sometimes we notice very well, you get to a company and maybe your company, you greet your line manager, good morning, sir. And they said, good morning to your father. But say, come from here. He's transferring aggression, what is happening to him in the lifestyle at home, in the family, and is bringing it to your office. Thereby shout at you, talk anyhow to you. This is what work-life balance is going to correct. So lifestyle we take is a choice. We all have our choice. We may decide, I'm not going to pray. But they've said, yes, prayer is compulsory, it's mandatory. We say, look, I'll pray everything in the evening, which is not part of us. When they say pray 5 times daily, it has a reason by Islamic perspective. But now I'm telling you scientific reality and by economic perspective as a professional, it is also a very good way to build yourself, a good way to add value to your health, a good way to add value to your life. And it's a choice. And I've said it before, work is not where you go, but what you do. So therefore, you can work from home and still add more value than the person working from the office, because there is what we call presenteeism. Presenteeism is you are in the office, but you are doing nothing about the company's business. Absenteeism is better. You don't come to office, I will say, okay, Mr. Iman, take over the job of Mr. Mbarak. Mr. Mbarak is not in the office. That is what we call absenteeism, and you correct it. But presenteeism, you say, Madam Angela is in the office, she's there, browsing, she's not doing anything about the company. That is presenteeism. It never add value. So therefore, we need to understand that every meaningful daily achievement and enjoyment in all aspects of our life, whether the family, the friends, and self, that is what we are talking about, work-life balance. It's a very critical factor that will assist us in managing our negative stress. All the negative stress that can destroy us, all the negative stress that can put us not to be productive, all negative stress that can lead to anger, from anger to depression, depression to leaving this world. Have you ever seen it before? Somebody come in and say, I am tired of this world. There's nothing in this world. Then why am I here? We've read a lot on social media. Before, in the olden days, this happens more in abroad, in UK, in US. But now it is happening in Nigeria, where people will stand and jump inside lagoon and say, that's the end of this world. What can we do to manage all these stress issues that are affecting us? I remember, and I can say without any self-contradiction, in the olden days, when they come to take us as slaves, when those Portuguese, the UK, and others come like this, when they bring their chief to take our forefathers, to take them into for slave trade, our forefathers will run away. They don't want to follow them. They will be dragging them. Come and follow us. I can say without any fear of contradiction that today, I don't know tomorrow, as I'm speaking, talking to you here, if a chief or 2 chiefs or 10 chiefs should bat straight at the lagoon there and start making shouts, London, London, Manchester straight, to go and work as slave. A lot of us in Nigeria, we are going to rush the ship. If the ships will wait for 3-4 days, people will enter motor from Sokoto, from Kano, from East, from Port Harcourt, from Anambra, from everywhere. They will rush to Lagos and start going to go and do any slavery work in UK. Why? Because the economy is so bad. There's no name you can give to it. You can be passionate, No problem, but I can tell you, you don't need to pass you what is wrong. The economy is so bad. If you check the SDG number 1 and 2, poverty and no hunger, zero hunger. I can tell you hunger is very high, and poverty is on its high rise, very, very extremely high. And I don't think it has been as high like this before in this country. So therefore, all this brings a lot of stress, negative stress on people, and people are unhappy. Any small thing, people become aggressive. People become angry. They eat you. They shout at you. If you talk anything that is not in line with some people, they condemn you. They fight you. How do you manage all this stress level? Let me start by telling us that its most important thing is when you have work-life balance, all your staff, you increase our productivity, you decrease absenteeism, the work environment is very good, we support our customer, we create loyalty and higher retention. At the end of the day, all of us focus on engagement and become successful. And that is why if you manage your stress, is to balance your life. If you manage your stress, is to know the time for work, your relationships, times for relaxation, times to have fun, because you need to make yourself happy. No one will make you happy. You must be ready, no matter what the pressure is in the country today, the economic pressure, no matter what it is today in your company, no matter what it is today everywhere, salary is not paid on time, they don't pay salary again, you are a businesswoman, a businessman, your customers are not patronizing again, no matter how those are happening to you, you must not allow those things to downgrade you to the level that you start thinking, yes, what am I doing in this world? Therefore, you must learn how to manage your stress.